If every job had the same salary, what job would you want? Park ranger in a national park. I am a park ranger. Can confirm, it is a dream job with totally shit pay. If the pay were better, there would be far too much competition. Smile, that's what I tell myself anyhow. Any advice for someone looking to get into this profession? If you're in college, get as many internships in the field as you can. Often they will be unpaid, which sucks, but experience seems to be key if you want in at parks. Some internships offer housing/stipends, which is good. AmeriCorps is another option, and has a variety of benefits. I finally got a full-time job in nature-based education, slightly different than ranger but similar, and it took till I was 25. I was working lots of seasonal and part-time hours up until then. And be prepared to not make much money. I love my job, but wouldn't be able to afford rent if I wasn't living with someone. What if you're a 30-year-old bartender and only have an associate's? Love your life. Travel destinations reviewer. Related, a food writer. Why not both? Fine hotel and dining reviewer. I'll try to fill the shoes Anthony Bourdain left. Bloody hell, I miss him. During the warmer seasons I would like to make and sell ice cream. During the colder seasons I would like to make and sell soup. You should start a store called Hot and Cold. Scoops and Soups. Thanks for the silver. My first. And gold? I think I just souped myself. Yeah, I just got off the phone with Chief. This is it. Chief here, just wanted to get the ball rolling with investors. This could be it. A red panda keeper. Is this the Killian experience? The Albanian mafia would like to have a word with you. Second worst way to get rich. I want to go back to serving coffee and decorating cakes and donuts. Same. One of the most chill and enjoyable jobs I ever had was working at a coffee shop. That and the time I got paid to take photos of puppies for a breeder to list on their website. That was awesome. Otherwise I might stay a paralegal, but instead of a corporate paralegal I'd work with humanitarian or environmental lawyers to actually do some good. If everybody was going to make the same amount of money no matter what, I like to imagine a world where everybody is fighting to get good pro bono cases and it's just the people who have nothing to do that take the big corporate clients. As a current environmental lawyer, I don't know, man. Law sucks sometimes even for paralegals. Source: I've worked 60 hours this week and it's not even the weekend yet, where I will work more. And I'm not even in a big firm. Though I guess that said our legal assistant isn't in the office. Neither are the partners. Just me and another associate working at 9:20 p.m. 1 a.m. on the Friday of a long weekend after a few nights working until 10 p.m. Probably being a florist. I love flowers and the art of design and would love to own a flower shop. I am a florist. I love it. Helping people express emotions with flowers is amazing. Working with beautiful flowers is good for my soul, and I love the beauty I see every day. Please remind me of this post on Valentine's Day 2020. I'll call florists telling them the emotion I wanted to cover/invoke, the colors that I wanted to have, and a max budget, and it always comes out beautifully and better than I could have ever imagined. Local florists are the way to go. But I've had florist friends and they all dread Valentine's Day. I know I called Valentine's morning, but what do you mean? I can't get 24 red roses delivered to my wife's work in 2 hours? My parents own a local flower shop. I often feel that they don't get the credit they deserve. Thank you for this post. Clerk in a used bookstore. If I have to choose a job, I'd choose this. If I can start my own business, I want to open my own bookstore/wine bar. Then the series Black Books with Dylan Moran and Bill Bailey is required viewing. It is a good documentary about just this. Edit, thanks for the silver. Bailey and Moran did all the hard work and they deserve all the praise. Okay, maybe I deserve a little bit. Or a lot. Or all of it. Actually, those two bums are lucky to be associated with my brilliance. Ever been to Hobart, Australia? I reckon half of the eccentric middle-aged men in this country watched that show and moved to Tasmania to open quaint second-hand bookstores. Anonymous artist. This is the best answer. You can be an artist in any field, from chef to carpenter to coder. It just means you're being creative. Heart surgeon. In Japan, #1 heart surgeon. Steady hand. One day Yakuza boss need new heart. But mistake. Yakuza boss dies. I would want to build those giant windmills. That probably makes good money anyways. It does. Especially if you are willing to work on offshore windmills. I know a guy who builds those. Animal rescue. Yep, this for me too. I'd prefer animal carer. Animal rescue might have some very unhappy endings. I think I'd rather help those most in need of rescue who would definitely have unhappy endings otherwise. Having to deal with a few unhappy endings is a fair trade for preventing many more. Horror movie special effect artist. I have a good friend that did this for a long time. Long hours and a lot of work. Sometimes you'll spend 8 hours making someone up for a couple hours of shooting that may only be a few seconds of screen time. Get to meet a lot of actors, though. You also get to be paid to be artistic all day, which can be really cool. Librarian at a college library. Some of the job duties of librarians that you might want to know ahead of time is to lead group discussions, which includes you having weekly assigned readings, create and coordinate library programs, and plenty of public speaking opportunities. And break up cam girl shows. And most importantly, shushing people. There was a guy in the Sistine Chapel who just stood there among guards and just shushed the entire room once every couple minutes. I suppose that was his job, the Sistine Chapel shusher. I remember this guy now. Village idiot. You'd put many millions of voluntary village idiots out of having a purpose. They can all take his current job. A village idiot multi-job share, so who's getting paid today? The guy who drives the tractor and mows the highway median. My husband is the parks director for our town public works and does that. It's actually not a bad wage if you have good city management. Olympic swimmer lifeguard. The YMCA guard hosts the Tire Pro Series in early March. Guarding the event pool is fun, but guarding the warm-up/cool down pool is ass. Why does guarding the warm-up/cool down pool suck? Just curious. Lifeguarding was and will always be my favorite job I've had. Just boring compared to watching races, not much interesting happening there. Stay-at-home mom/dad. Me too. I really wish I could have stayed home with my kids, instead of paying someone else to care for them. But life is expensive, and if you don't pay into Social Security and a 401k, well, let's just say that I don't want to end up sleeping on their couches one day. But I miss them when we're apart, and that's only during school hours. YouTuber. So I can stay at home and make creative videos on whatever the hell I want. Do it anyway. It's a great creative outlet. Yeah, I do. But it pays next to nothing, so I still have a full-time office job. Easter Bunny. Only work one day a year. Free chocolate. Sweet bunny outfit. And you don't have to work over Christmas like that other guy. Plus, even over Easter, Jesus does the heavy lifting. Professional student. Learn all the things. When people say they can't wait to be done with college, I can never relate. I would go to college the rest of my life if I could. I'm in my profession right now and I'm trying to figure how I can go back to school for a graduate degree. Maybe law school. I love learning, the atmosphere of college, the social life, and the enthusiasm the class has in higher level courses. It's pretty much 30 people talking/discussing our fields of interest.